let's recite our mission statement.
In this class, we are leaders. We respect each other. We take risks and we try our best. We learn from our mistakes. We create, we dream big, we celebrate each other's success. We're good citizens, you know it's true. We're good citizens in all we do. We work hard and respect every rule, helping the community and our school. We listen, share, and always care. We show good citizenship everywhere.
All right, let's go over our rules. We are stars in this class, so we make sure that we stay on task and listen attentively. We take responsibility for our actions, which means we are responsible for ourselves. We always do our best with a positive attitude. No matter what it is, you always give it your best. You always make sure that you respect everyone, the people that you work with within your groups, the people at your school, the people in your life, the people in your family. You also want to make sure you respect their things. Remembering that those things don't belong to you, we're respecting those as well. And you make sure that you're safe at all times. Okay? We are stars in Chasewood, so we want to make sure that we follow those rules every day. Today for our math lesson, we're working on logical reasoning. Tell me a little bit about what logical reasoning is and what does it do? How does logical reasoning help us when we're solving math problems? Marjorie. Well, tell me this. What is something that we have to use when we're using logical reasoning? What do we have to use? We have to use our brain. And when we use our brain, what are we looking for? What types of things are going to help us to be able to solve the problem? What are we looking for? So we look for answers, but what leads us to get the answers? What are the things that lead us to get the answer? We have to look for the clues. Okay, so logical reasoning means math problems that require you to make sense of the question. And then it says you have to use critical thinking skills to solve. So today I'm going to need your help to help me to solve some problems. Now we can think about the word example. Give me some examples of things that are hot.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Okay, very good. Give me some more examples of things that are hot. The sun. More examples?
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Okay, has the word hot in it, but I guess if I just cook it, it will be hot. What else? The oven. Now give me some non-examples. Now non has a prefix, and what does that prefix non mean?
Not.
Not. Good. So give me some things that are non-examples of things that are hot.
Water.
Water, well, what's the temperature of the water? Probably cold water. Ice would not be hot.
Cheese.
I don't know. I'll come back to you because I want you to think more about that. I want you to think about what am I doing with the cheese. Okay?
Snow.
Snow. Very good. So what we actually did here was we have some examples and some non-examples. Sometimes math problems are presented to you and you have to look and see what do they have in common. So you want to find out how are they alike. Many times you have to find out how they're different. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some examples. Now this is a made-up word. Have you ever heard of a zerubi? No, because a zerubi is a made-up word that I just created. I created this, but I want you to look at these examples of zerubis. So I want you to think about what does zerubis have in common. Talking your teens right now, what do you notice that all three of these shapes have in common? I want you to talk in your teens right now about what do you notice that zerubis have that's the same or that's alike?
Not all. They all have roots. They all have
Please stop.
Look and listen.
Very good. So, someone share out for me, what do you notice that zerubis all have in common? What do they all have in common? Yes, ma'am.
Each zerubi has two black shapes and one white shape.
Very good. She made a very good observation. You notice that each zerubi has two black circles here. And then it also has, what shape would that be? They have a square, but look at this one. Is that still a square?
Yes.
It is. And then this one, though.
Triangle.
Oh, so does it mean a zerubi has to be a square?
No.
Because that would be a a rhombus, and that's a triangle. So what do we notice about that? She's correct. They both have two circles that are black. But what else does she notice? Who would like to add more to this shape here that's white? Yes.
The white shapes are polygons.
They are polygons. And are these polygons? The circles? No, they're not. Very good. So the white shape looks like it must be a polygon, but it doesn't have to be the same shape. Now, very good examples of zerubies. But these are not examples of zerubies. Why would these not be examples of this? How are they different? What makes this one not go with this family? Why is this a non-example? Yes. Let's look at the first one. Yes.
Because the ruby is a square, and then the non-ruby is a circle.
All right, well, let's look at this one. This zerubi is not a square. Does that mean that this one would go in the family? Because I noticed that you said it needed to be a square, but this one is a triangle.
Oh, no, I mean like in the middle, it's an oval.
Right here?
Oh, wait, no, I mean the three black circles.
Oh, so we figured out that the zerubi had to have two black circles, but how many black circles does that one have?
3.
It has 3, so that's one characteristic that would make it not be in the family. Anything else you notice about this one that would make it not belong in that family? Yes, ma'am.
Well, the zerubies, the shape that they are is the white shape that's in it. But in that one,
Did you hear that? She made a very good observation here. She said the white shape is the same thing that the shape is on the outside. Did you notice that? So the white shape is the same shape that the zerubi is on the outside. Well, this one reason we said is because it has 3 black dots and this one has 2. So that would be a characteristic that would make it not be a zerubi. What about this one? It has 2 black dots.
but the shape, the white shape is
Oh, very good. So what about this one? One spot. Very good.
And it's not the same shape.
Good. And you notice, we have to make sure that we look very carefully when we're trying to solve problems that require us to use logical reasoning. Now, we talked about what zerubies have in common. We talked about they have 2 black dots in an unshaded shape that is the same shape as the larger one. We noticed that. So then we talked about these are not zerubies. We talked about each one of them and what made them not be in the category with them. And the answer is, these shapes do not have exactly 2 shaded dots and 1 unshaded shape that is the same shape as the larger one. That makes that not be a zerubi. So, here is your opportunity. You're going to create an example. So you're going to make up this funny word, and you're going to call it that name. You're going to create 3 shapes, and the 3 shapes that you create are going to go with your name. So you know how I made up the name zerubi? You can even make up one with your name. And then you're going to create 3 shapes that go with the name of your shape. And then you're going to give me the 3 examples. You're going to give me 3 non-examples. And then I want you to think really, really hard. And once you're finished, I want you to show it to me. And then I want you to share it with the people in your group and see can they figure out the answer. Are there any questions? All right, you may begin.